おむすびころりん. Long ago, in a village in the mountains, there lived a kind old man and his wife. One day the old man went into the mountains to gather firewood. His wife made several rice balls for his lunch. The old man wrapped the rice balls in a cloth and started up the mountain path. After working hard in the forest, he decided to rest when the sun was high. He sat down under a tree and opened his cloth bundle. Saying, "Let's eat," he began to eat one rice ball. Then his hand slipped and the rice ball dropped to the ground. It rolled and rolled, koro koro, kororin, down the slope. Ahead of it there was a dark hole in the ground. The rice ball fell straight into the hole with a plop. The old man cried, "Oh," and peered into the hole. From deep inside he heard a singing voice, "Rice ball kororin, sutton tun." He was surprised, but he could not stop wondering what was inside. "Who is singing down there?" he thought. At last he gathered his courage and climbed down into the hole. Down there, many little mice were gathered together. They were holding the rice ball and dancing happily. When the mice saw the old man, they stopped in surprise. But soon they welcomed him, saying, "Welcome, Grandpa." The mice said, "Thank you for the rice ball. To thank you, we will treat you to a feast," they added, and they seated him. They set out a feast of nuts and fruits. The old man ate gratefully until he was full. Then the mice said, "We have one more gift for you. When you go home, please take one thing you like," they said. The old man looked around and noticed many wicker chests. Some were large, and some were small. The mice said, "You may choose any one you want." Without being greedy, the old man chose the smallest chest. The mice happily handed him the small chest. "Please come visit us again," the mice said. The old man thanked them and climbed back out of the hole. He hurried down the mountain path and returned home. His wife had been waiting anxiously for him. The old man told her everything that had happened underground. Then he showed her the small chest the mice had given him. "Well, well," his wife said, "what a strange thing." Together they carefully opened the chest. Inside, gold and silver treasures glittered brightly. The old man and his wife were overjoyed. Soon the story spread throughout the village. In a nearby village, a greedy old man heard the tale. "I'm going to get treasure too," he said. The next day, the greedy old man went into the mountains as well. Just like before, he sat under a tree and began to eat his rice balls. He dropped one on purpose and let it roll into the hole. Then he quickly climbed down into the hole. The mice were dancing again, singing, "Rice ball kororin, sutton tun." Even when they saw the greedy old man, the mice welcomed him in the same way. The mice served him food and let him eat. "Isn't there more? Bring out more," the greedy old man demanded, eating noisily. The mice looked troubled, but they still tried to treat him well. When he finished eating, the mice said as they had before, "When you go home, please take one chest you like." The greedy old man's eyes gleamed, and he chose the largest chest. The mice looked surprised, but they carried it for him anyway. The greedy old man struggled out of the hole with the heavy chest. When he got home, he opened it at once. But inside there was no gold or silver. The chest was filled with frightening ogres and ghostly creatures. They jumped out shouting, "Boo!" and attacked the greedy old man. Terrified, he fell over and ran for his life. The ogres chased him and beat him until his head was covered with bumps. And so the greedy old man learned a painful lesson. Meanwhile, the kind old man and his wife lived more comfortably thanks to the treasure. Still, they did not become greedy, and they remained kind to others. Every day they said, we are grateful," and lived peacefully. The villagers laughed at greed and praised a kind heart. And ever since then, people have passed down the lesson that greed brings trouble.